Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings with me, your host, Kelly Lunt. I love to come live at Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time to help you guys get happy, get high vibe, hear your next step in life, take action towards it, and build a plan that you like to get to your end destination, your manifestation, your goal. So I always start these shows with a general message from Spirit, so that way those of you who can't join live can still come back and hear your message in the beginning of the show. And for those of you who are able to join live, I then dive into free mini reads for 30 minutes for those who can show up live. After 30 minutes, I do request, encourage a super chat in the amount of $20 if you would like your reading done that day. If not, you can always come back the next day for the free section. So, a few quick announcements before we get to today's message, and that is personal readings are open and mediumship readings. So, if you want to speak to a crossed over loved one, I know how helpful that can be. Or if you just want to speak to spirit, like my spirit guides or your higher self, your spirit guides, personal readings are open, and I do have some open this week and a lot open next. Well, not a lot, but some open next week. Let me get that link for you guys. And I have an exciting program called Reboot. Okay, here we go. Personal reading. I have an exciting program called Reboot for those of you who just you need to just hit that restart button in life. Whatever got you out of alignment, or no matter how long you've been out of alignment, come spend 6 weeks with me and you're going to be back in alignment. And that means you're going to be feeling happy again. You're going to be feeling hopeful about the future again. You're going to at least have one inkling of an idea of something you want to create and move towards. That way it feels like life is pulling you forward, calling towards you, and getting that sparkle and that glow and that magic back in your chest. I have that program. So those are the two announcements. And if you're coming live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, definitely say hello. Drop a comment. It's way more fun for me when I see you guys commenting, just saying hi, or maybe what your takeaway was, or maybe even drop a question you have on the replay. And I could always make another follow-up YouTube video on it. So it looks like we got Concha here. Good morning, beautiful. Kelly, your programs are life changing. Thank you so much, Concha. I know I think you did Becoming Who You Really Are with me. I don't think you took my Law of Attraction course, right? Well, thank you so much, Concha, for that comment. And Leeson, hi, how are you? You are new. Well, thank you all for coming and tuning in. Let's get to the general message from Spirit and then dive into the free mini reads. It's the holiday week. Oh, that's the last announcement. There's only a show. I normally do this Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. free. Today is the only day this week. This is gonna be my first vacation in running this business in 7 years. I'm taking Tuesday through Friday off, guys. So get your mini read in today. Okay, Spirit. So what is their message today? You need to let it go. You need to let go of the times of the past. You're either going to play that CD that has a scratch in it. Every time it would get to a certain song, it would freeze or just jumble. And many of you are just living your life on repeat. Well, I would be where I wanted to be if they didn't do XYZ. I would be enjoying this if so and so hadn't betrayed me. Well, what if you took that CD off and just put a new one in and saw if you liked it? Many of you are just afraid to try new because you're afraid it might be worse than what you have now, and you're trying to avoid some pain in the past. But new doesn't always mean bad. New can mean better. New can mean positive. New can mean uplifting. What about instead of, well, I could have this if they hadn't have done that? Okay, if they hadn't have done that, I could have had this. I agree with that. I see how I would have XYZ. I wonder if there's another way I can be enjoying this. I wonder if there's a different person I can be enjoying a relationship with. If so, universe, could I have reassurance that the hiccup with this one I have is going to be different? If there's a different way for me to make money, I'd certainly like to discover it. See, many of you just need to be willing to go on that discovery journey to find that next bright new thing that will light you up and call you forward. We know Kelly did a recent YouTube video of like, did life lose that magic? And she did a great job in that YouTube video. But we're going to comment on that youthful optimism. You see, kids are so happy typically because they're like, oh, look what I can do now. Look what I could do now. I could tie my shoes. I can walk. I don't need mom and dad to bring me my bowl of Cheerios. I can walk to my bowl of Cheerios. I can run now. Ooh, I can get dressed now. Oh, I can pick out my clothes now. That's all you need now as an adult. Ooh, I'm learning how to shuffle dance. Ooh, I'm taking yoga and I'm feeling more flexible in my body. I love the more vibrancy I'm feeling in my body. Ooh, I'm meeting new people and I'm really discovering that I like viewing people as a who are they? I want to get to know them. What makes them happy? What makes them tick? How can I contribute to their life? How can we communicate in a good way? You guys just need that look what I can do now. So you must be open to the new in order to get that gleeful feeling in life again. And with that, we will open it to the personal readings. Um, 10-year devotee Concha, thank you so much. So guys, any comments on the general message? Any comments, any questions on the general message? If not, you could of course just type in what you would like a little mini reading on. Yeah, I saw the part that was for you in there, Concha. Ooh, who's the third person? We got Concha, we got Leafson. Yeah, guys, let's hit the like button. Help this show get out there more. Message was loud and clear to me. Yeah, Leafson? Do you want to talk about what you're like no longer blaming? Because or do you want to talk about what you're now moving? I don't know where you're at. Are you at do you need help moving on from the past? Or do you need help amping up the energy going forward? How can I help? Um, yeah, I'm a little curious what you're gonna do, Concho. That's funny. I'm like dying curious what Leafin has to say. What are you gonna do for Christmas, Concha? And it's okay if you don't want to write it on the show. I know I must let go, but yet tiny stuck. Guess it's a love thing. Okay, so is it an X? I know I must let go, but yes, tiny stuck. Okay, let me feel it. Let me feel it. But I can't be happy without them in here. They were the love of my life, so how can I possibly be happy? And loosen what we would say coming in. That's what Kelly picked up on your energy. And those are the best words that she could put to your emotions. What we would say is, that's actually an excuse to not open up again. Do you see how it's actually more about protecting you from experiencing love than it is about cherishing any old love? We'd love to see your response to that. A crush. Okay. And I'm just waiting to see your response to what they said, Leaflin. Yes, I know. I guess I'm still hoping. Okay, as long as there's acknowledgement on your end. So, how we would frame it is I'm ready to experience love, but I'm stuck on the past because I feel afraid about experiencing love. Do you see how that's more authentic and where you actually are at versus stuck on pining on the past? It's like I know better, but still. Okay. Okay. You're stuck on the old way of viewing it. Did you hear what we said? I'm ready to experience love, but I'm deathly afraid. So instead of focusing on the new love and going on the allowing, unfolding journey of new love coming in, I'm going to think about this thing on this past. Because if they just came in, everything would perfect. But because I know they can't come in, I'm safe right here. Do you see how this is just about you turning your, okay, I'm ready to experience love. I don't know what that would look like. I understand my resistance because of what happened in my past. I understand my fears, my cautiousness, my tentativeness, and I'm still ready to experience it. So if universe, if there's a way that I can experience it, gee golly, I'd sure like to be along that journey. Do you see how that's the way to view it, Leafson? Antoinette made it. Good morning. Antoinette, this is going to be the only show this week. My first vacation in 7 years. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. You are right. Well, not me. I'm just the channel of source. And when I channel source, you're the one attracting the information. I'm just the vessel delivering what your heart wants to hear. So I appreciate the compliment for being a good, clear channel. I just want to let you know, Leafson, that this is the information that you're calling forth out of me. So I hope you see yourself as empowered. My God, I hope your vacation will be everything you hope. Oh, you're so sweet, Leafson. I'll just book a personal, just so I can like get to know you more. But okay, so what do you want to say? I hope you rest and have fun, Antoinette. That's happening. I had fun. Okay, so what more for Leafson? Leafson, that's it. It's about I don't see how it's possible for someone like me, and I get that I've been choosing this thing that would keep me safe for quite a while. So I need help loosening my energy around love. I need help loosening my energy around relationships. Do you see how much of this Leafson is about you asking us for help with the emotional stuff? Whoa, inner being, the part of me that's connected to source and knows my next step. I need you to make this journey easier and lighter on me. I've been carrying this rucksack of weight on my back. And it doesn't feel good. It feels heavy. It feels yucky. It feels stuck in the past. So I need your help taking this off my back because I need this topic of my life to feel lighter, to feel more fun, to free more feel flowing, to feel more enthusiastic, to feel more eager. If there's a way for me to feel eager about love, enthusiasm about love, enthusiastic about my love story unfolding, a tinge of happiness, a note of happiness as this unfolds, that's the path and the journey I would like to go on. And from there, Leafson, you just keep calling and putting your focus forward. Whew. Um, okay. So please feel free to comment any more, Leafson. But who is next? Well, I see a comment from Antoinette. So let's do Antoinette. Can I get a message for this week? Oh, sorry, Antoinette. I started focusing on something else. What does Antoinette need to hear this week? Well, Antoinette, we're going to continue the theme from this whole show. You need to let it go. It didn't work out how you wanted to. Well, we're going to say it's, but you know what we're talking about. It didn't turn into what you wanted it to turn into. Do you see how this is just the extended grief process of your ex? This is the lightened version of your ex. Sometimes when Kelly was in the middle of learning a lesson, she would learn 80% of it and then go, "Okay, universe, I get that I have 20% more of this lesson to go. I need to be in a nicer, kinder, sweeter environment when I learn it." That's all you did. You had the grief process of that relationship not working, and you didn't want to process it around him anymore. So you manifested this lighter version. You're stuck in denial. That's what we want to talk to you about. Damn, shit got deep. Let me pull up the grief process, Antoinette. Was she stuck in denial or birth denial? Okay, let me see your thoughts, Antoinette. Love it. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Leeson. Come back. I normally do the show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. 30 minutes. I do free mini reads after the 30-minute mark. That's when I do encourage a super chat and $20 to make sure you get your little mini read done that day. Or you could always come back the next day during the free portion. But I do want to remind everyone this week, I'm only doing the show today. It's a holiday week. Let's enjoy our holidays and our time off, guys. Um, yeah, and Antoinette, go ahead and and it kind of feels like the denial is about two things that I feel. I can't believe he didn't want to grow up after this beautiful life changing event occurred. And this one I'm talking about the ex. And there's also denial of, I can't believe I got played like that. I can't believe I fell for that. It's like you're searching for there must be something good about him that made me want to do it. That's what it feels like when I feel into your energy. I don't want to let it go, honestly. Okay, that's let me feel into that one. Well, that one is a little bit different than the other things I pointed out. That one is you don't want to. I hate to say this out loud, Antoinette. You don't want to feel the loneliness that you're going to feel without him there. And the denial with this guy is, I can't believe he's not waking up to see how easier his life's going to be with me in it. Um, it's honestly better to have that fall on the floor moment where you feel whatever loneliness you might be feeling. And how's that basketball game going, by the way? I'm curious about that. It's better to feel it because once you feel it, it's like that's gonna suck, right? But once you feel it, it takes like a good 19 seconds to fully feel it, cry it out, and then it's out of your system. And then you're like, whoa, I released that anchor. It's kind of like I used to use an analogy of a cruise ship. The cruise ship's going this way, but you got this anchor of an emotion. And the anchor for you is I'm unwilling to feel how lonely I feel right now. I'm unwilling to feel how terrible, not terrible, how difficult it's been being a single mother. And I'm not willing to feel that. So your boat can't go forward. I want love, and you can't move. But you just go, fuck, I feel lonely. I feel so left alone doing the single mom thing. I feel a little silly, maybe a little embarrassed that I had to do this incredibly hard thing all on my own. And I feel silly and embarrassed for how long I lived in hope land, denial, in hope that he's going to wake up, he's going to help, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. And now I'm realizing it's not going to get better. I went through something really tough and really hard. Single momhood was incredibly tough and difficult, and then the next stage of grief is anger. This is where you can get, I'm really pissed, I'm really angry that it took me this long to get the logistics sorted out and smoothed out so that it felt like I have some support. I'm really pissed because now that I feel like I'm at a stage where I can finally breathe a little bit, I now realize how much weight I'd been bearing that whole time, living in lost land, Delulu land, living in hope instead of living grounded in reality. So fine, I'm willing to admit this is fucking lonely doing this much of it on my own. Cause then you're gonna be like, God, universe, like I'm really ready for that life partner. But you gotta be willing to feel it because then you unhook it and then your boat's free. Free. Is that Red Bull commercial? Red Bull gives you wings. Okay, I see your comment, Concha. What can I do to feel those emotions? Well, I just said a lot of your emotions out loud for you. So it's more about when can you get into a space to allow yourself to feel it. I don't know if your, boss is over your shoulder or something right now. Basketball game is next month. Everyone is ghosting me to pay for their ticket. They'll probably pay you last minute, dude. It will be it will be fun though for your grandma. It'll be fun though. It'll be worth it. And I bet next time you might have one of them pay and then you pay them back. Sorry about that though. Um, but okay, so what do you have to say so far on what I've said? I also love the general based off everything been so far. Love it. Ugh, I can't stand when people do that, but I can't wait to take her. Go back to your mini read really quick so I could definitely try to get one more in this week. And so when you say like what can I do to feel his emotions? I listed a bunch of them for you. It's really more about, all right, universe, I'm willing, I trust my emotional capacity. I've got 20 minutes. I'm willing to feel how lonely I feel right now. I'm willing to feel how hard it's been to be a single mom this long. And you got 20 minutes, universe. I'm willing to feel it because I'm ready to unhook that anchor so I could start moving towards life. Karina made it. Good morning. I'm scared. I bet you're scared. Antoinette, the difference is like if you stay where you're at, you're gonna get people in your life who like want to be your friend but don't integrate with your life versus, I immersed myself in my friend's life with her kid and was practically a co-parent. I'm enjoying meeting single dads right now, and I'm like, ooh, you like doing that? I could be the one to pick up your son from the ex and bring him with you, and then we could cheer you on when you do your sport. Like you got to feel that so that you can have that, like, oh my God, I fucking know that I want someone there for me. I want someone there. Like, Antoinette, try to fill into that. I want someone there for me. The vision that I get, like, this is your energy, right? And then I want someone there for me, but you have this bubble, and inside of this bubble is the emotions of, oh my God, to be held, to be hugged, to be kissed, to be celebrated, to be cheered on, to have someone in my life that just makes it easier, to have someone that I like loving. And anything I do towards them, loving them, any action I take towards them just makes my life easier and brighter as well. That win win, that fuel, you're not going to be able to feel that because you have that bubble around it until you go, oh, this out here is fucking lonely. Right. Ooh, does that make more sense? Is that a good visualization? Karina made it. And hey, Karina, today's the only show this week. I'm gonna take the week off. Oh yeah, I want to have someone immersed in my life on the day to day. Okay, can you feel that to the core of your being and feel the giddiness and that excitement that that brings in? Probably not, because I already explained why. Merry Christmas, Karina. I saw you following my Instagram now. It puts a little bit of good pressure on me to make sure I get the daily reads up on Instagram. I like that visualization. Yeah, you can also, if you want, Antoinette, go ahead and visualize it that way. Just go, show me that little bubble. And then just send it energy. You can massage it, and then eventually emotions will rush out of you. Um, and I'll be a little vulnerable right now. There was one of my friends thought she was calling me out. She's like, Kelly, I don't like who you're hanging out with right now. I think you're just trying to fill a void. Old me, when I was there and I was avoiding that feeling, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I like it. I like him. Now I'm like, yeah, I am fucking filling a void right now. And it's a good void filler. I was like, all my friends, they go home for 2 or 3 weeks around the holidays. So all my friends are out right now. There is a void. And I'm like, but it's a good void filler. I like it. Here's why. Here's what I'm liking out of it. Here's what I'm getting out of it. Here's how I like contributing to this person's life. Does that make sense? And it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's like I was like, universe, well, all my friends are leaving for 3 weeks. So Give me a friend to kick it with for 3 weeks. I'm like, "Oh, this is a cool person to kick it with. Thanks, universe." Because then it's just like, "Hey, this is me. This is where I'm at." Um, and then at some point it's gonna be a, "Okay, well, I know that I want this check mark to be checked before I get my person in. I want to restart in my business to a certain level before my person comes in." I saw this quote, "They thought it was luck until I did it again." And I want to, when I meet my person, I want to be like, "I did it. I did it again. It wasn't luck. It was all me, baby." Like I want that feeling when I meet my person. So in the meantime, there is a void, right? There's a, yeah, I'm a little fucking, it's not like lonely as in desperate despair, but it's like a, my friends are starting kids. They're immersing themselves in their kids' life. I used to see them 2, 3 times a week. Now I see them twice a month. It's just more like this like authentic honesty. It's like, all right, universe, well, I need someone to like kick it with. I need someone to like go to the gym with. I need someone to do this with. Then it's just like raw authenticity. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let me move on to Concha so I can hopefully get 4 more people. No question from Karina yet. So Concha, hold on, I want to see my angel number 616. 26, 16, 616. I kind of want to talk about how I'm possibly avoiding loneliness to stay connected. Maybe we're just smoothing out the early relationship turbulence. Okay, what does Antoinette, or what does Concha need to hear about her love life, her relationship, everything in what does she need to hear? Definitely make sure you touch on her relationships, please. Well, Concha, you're at a point where you either need to move on or you need to fully commit. That's your loop you're on. Your feet for visualization are going like this. Well, I could leave and maybe go find something better. But as I'm getting older, that doesn't sound so fun. Well, I could commit all the way in, but there's this thing about him. So this is actually about, and this is why we said booking a personal reading with us would be better because it's not as simple as stay with him, leave with him. This is about your ability to commit, your ability to focus. This is about you. There's a little bit of growing up too from adolescence to womanhood. Adolescence is, I'm just going to show up and make the best out of it. Universe surprise and delight me because that's what childhood's like, right? It's your parents are like, here you go. And you kind of have to make do, make the best out of it, enjoy it as best as you can. You've lived a lot of your life that way. Let me have this, let me have that. Now you're looking for more intentionality, which is a, I'm going to walk away because I want to go towards this. Or, you know what? I'm going to commit to this person for these reasons. So, universe, I need you to show me how to smooth this over. I need you to show me how to like this. Because Concha, you know Kelly's story very well and in depth. She's going home. And she's, all right, universe, I'm going home. And when I'm home, I want the smoothest possible connection I can have with my family there. I want to experience the most amount of love that's possible. And anything that's not love, it's like there's going to be a barrier around me that just deflects it away. Guide me to how I can enjoy these 4 or 5 days as best as I can, because I just want to love them and appreciate them for being my vehicles, my vessel down to this planet. So help me glean all the positiveness from my childhood and help me step more into who I am today and the kind of life I want to lead going forward. From there, when you go home, you have to view it this way. When you go home, make sure you did this. When you go home, view it that way. And then she just had a little thought in her head the last 2 days. She's like, okay, the one thing that I don't have an answer to is how to handle their jealousy. Because sometimes me giving up on my health and me giving up on making good money has been because some of my family gets jealous and it just feels like they're trying to tear me down. And I got tired. I got tired of fighting that. So when I get back, that means I need to be in my own vibration. So whatever happens when I'm down, when I'm visiting, I'm somehow going to come back more intact, more whole and complete, and feeling more worthy of love and success than I ever have before. Because starting January, I'm restarting my business. They thought it was luck until I did it again. I'm in my vibrations more than I've ever been before, living in unabashed enjoyment of my life and the way I chose to live it when I come back. Contra, do you see that? She's I'm going home, even though I know it's like going to a lion's den and I'm the fresh meat. I'm going home, and when I'm home, I'm enjoying it this way, this way, this way, and this way. And when I get back, I'm only gaining a pound or 2 tops. When I get back, I'm gonna be more in alignment for my success. That's you lack that ability right now. You see how that's what this is about? And that's why it's something deeper than a mini read, Concha. I'm so sorry that they're like saying that so much to you. Um, okay, yes, yes, I'm looking for intention. Give me your questions and comments on what they've said so far. And so is it Antoinette, Karina, Concha? Who's the fourth person? Guys, if you do what we're at the 11:30 mark, so if you wanna make sure you get your mini read today, and today is the only show this week. Normally, it's Monday through Friday. I like to go free 5 days a week just to give people Spirit's message. But this week is a holiday week. I'm gonna take the week off. First vacation in 7 years, guys. Um, so if you want your a mini read today, now would be a good time to smash that super chat button, and I'll focus on you right after Concha. When you flying out to see your family? Um, I think it's Wednesday. I'm flying out on Christmas Day. There was a perfect flight in the morning. It was so perfect. But tomorrow I'm going over to someone else's house, and they want me there at 9 a.m. because they're going to do a lunch. So, Concha, give me thoughts, questions, comments, and we could finish up this mini read. Your 9 a.m. parties or 9 p.m. I prefer 9 a.m. parties to 9 p.m. That's for sure. Any more comments, Concha? Did she get kicked off? Yes, I'm here. It's about being intentional and more specific. Yeah, and it's like up to you though. What I'm really starting to realize about relationships is that there's always going to be something about that person. And it's like, is that something that I'm willing to focus on to for me to be the one to figure out how to view that differently, knowing they're never going to change? And like that's either something you want to do it on or not. I'm not going to lie, Concha. Like where I am now and getting more clear on how I can enjoy, see different, or move forward. I'm not gonna lie, Concha, from like spirit saying don't do it. You gotta let her decide. Well, you know what the thing is about him, and that's either something that you go, this is something that I'm just gonna choose to love him on, and like some of my family, they do act like little 2 or 3 year olds, and I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to love them. I made that choice. And it was completely letting go of them being adult figures in my life, people to go to for advice because they're little 2 or 3 year olds. They get jealous if you get something. They try to slap you down if you get something and they don't, you know? But I said, I'm going to figure out how to love them. And what it was is, when I was like immersed in this little girl's life, she was 2. And I'm like, wait, I look forward to seeing her. I always look forward to like, I'm going to play Play Doh with her today. I'm going to do this with her today. Um, and so the visualization spirit gave me when I said, I don't care, I'm going to figure out how to love this family member. They put the older adult's face on this side, and put the little girl's face on this side. They started merging the two together. And now when I go home, it's like, okay, I'm going home. Since I know the little 2 or 3 year olds, they require your focus 24/7. I know what I could do. I could take the week off work. Because anytime I would work, they'd get jealous. What are you doing in there? Why aren't you hanging out with us? So it's like, fuck it. I'm going to take the pressure of work off my back when I'm home. But do you see how that could be something annoying, Concha? Some people would be like, "Fucking, I'm just not going home." I do shorten my trips now. I hope that helped. All right, guys, great high vibe morning. Thank you for tuning in. I love doing this show. I can't do it without you guys showing up. So, Antoinette, Karina, Leafson, the new person, Concha, I appreciate you all showing up. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I hope you enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas if you're American Christian based. We love you, Concha. You got this, man. What I will say is, I could see why this is something that you wouldn't want to put that deliberate focus on and get over. I could see why, but it really depends if you want that protector provider or more of that like best friend. I personally want more of that best friend to go on adventures with and have like the running daily companionship than I do someone who's providing for me. Um, but, I've seen those videos of the girls who go, "Oh, it's my husband. What do you well, he provides for the family. I don't know. I don't get my friendship needs out of him." Or like, "Oh, no, that's just something I would never talk to him about. That's what my girlfriends are for, or that's what my auntie's for." Like, I don't know. I hope that helps you. But all right, guys, love you lots. Oh, let me give you, if you guys want a personal reading, here's the link for that. And if you guys want the complete reboot in life, you need to just hit the start over in life button. That's what I'm going to call it. There's the link for that program. Spend 6 with me, and you're going to feel like a fresh, brand new baby, excited about life again. All right. Love you guys lots. I will see you next Monday. Bye.